Alright, well, Ghost Vacuum, do your job, draw us a card that is good, please. Oh, no, not, you don't, you scoop to a 1-drop? Aw, aw, aw. I didn't scoop to your 1-drops. Welcome. We are back. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents, of course. And yeah, we're streaming at you live on Twitch as we do 4 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, usually 11 to 1 Central European Time. Thursdays a little bit earlier, 10 to 12 for our Achievement Hunters Lodge. Obligatory plugs out of the way. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and you will be rewarded, possibly, because you can sign up for our Gleam.io giveaway. That's what these bars are all about. We're giving away 2 boxes, 2 lucky winners, 1 box each for each winner of Ether Drift Play Booster Box. Yes, originally intended for that to go out this Friday, 14 March 2025, but we're a little short on our goals, so we're going to be officially holding that drawing unless I get surprised in the next 48 hours and get a whole bunch of follows and subscribes. We'll hold that in 1 month from now, which is the 14th of April, and that will be the last and only delay on that. So if you're interested, then yeah, check out our Gleam.io link. You can find that on our About sections of Twitch at Average Zen Presents, on YouTube at Average Zen. You can find our pin posts about it on Twitter X at Average Zen and Blue Sky at Average Zen. Now that we got our bases covered, let's talk about our Ranked Wednesday standard best of 1 deck. We're going with what I like to call Ketramine. Having an out-of-body experience because we're exiling everything and then some more, and if we can't do that, we got a couple of Phyrexian Obliterators. If you want the full deck list, of course, you can always hit !deck in chat. You can also hit up our video description link below off on YouTube. You know, that'll tell you what's in the deck, and if we've made any changes to the deck since we published this video, those will also be updated. Convenient. Let's talk about it. Well, let's do something a little different. Let's start at the end. Maybe we'll get to Kaya Intangible Slayer. Great finisher. Yes, can also exile stuff, including creatures or enchantments, and then make copies of them as 1/1 flying spirits. We got Ride's End for 2 mana. It says 5, but we'll almost certainly be casting it for 2. Sunfall Ashiok does not help Ketramose with the card draw, but will get cards of ours in exile. And, you know, if we happen to get that -7 off, then that will make me a happy boy. Ancient Vendetta, a new card with Ether Drift. If we don't have an answer to something, we can always play this and get rid of it, like an Abhorrent Oculus, maybe. I don't know. The End, a similar thing. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Phyrexian Obliterator, you know it, you hate it. We got a single one of Kaya, Spirit's Justice, also does some great job exiling stuff from the graveyard. We got more Ghost Vacuums, and we got Perilous Snare, Temporary Lockdown. Of course, Ketramose, Legions to Ashes, Soul Search is one I've played around with before, and I think it's equally as good, if not better, in this deck than our previous incantations, or incarnations, I should say. Maybe both. We are playing Magic the Gathering after all. Anoint with Affliction, you know it. Yeah, and Parting Gust, double white, you know, but it can exile a non-token creature. Or, you know, Exercise, also good. And I'm not talking about getting your heart rate up, you know, you should exercise those demons. Now let's take it into the queue, see what's going on with Ketramine. We're having a decent day so far. I hope your day is going well. Group hugs all around. We can feel the love. Oh, yes. And a Grolly 1229, the Ambitious, is our opponent. We're on the play. It's not bad, not bad. Turn off the lights. It's a bit bright in here. Alright, The Verge. Well, let's go ahead and soul search our opponent. Look into my eyes. Let me see what's going on here. I see. They seem to be some sort of deck that is wanting to bring stuff back from the graveyard. So we got to make sure that does not happen. Mill, mill, mill. Bloodghast. That's an Honest Rutstein. Well, let's go ahead and temporary lockdown. And then next turn we can Phyrexian Obliterator. Seems good. And then we'll most certainly Bitter Triumph that. Oh, draw your cards then. Alright, as predicted. Bloodghast coming back. The Glissa is a must-answer threat. But we do have a Ketramose in hand. We will attack in with Glissa, and we will Rides End it to death. To the death. Bitter Triumph will not work on an indestructible creature opponent. Yes. Alright, well, let's Anoint with Affliction on the Bloodghast. Draw a card, lose a life. There's a land. I think we go ahead and... What? This is a 1/4. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack in. No, we cannot. Never mind. He says your go. Well, whatever. We know. 9 lives, familiar. Alright. Another Dredger's Insight. And they're gonna do what? Artifact or creature or land. I imagine they get, yeah, the thing that brings stuff back. Well, that's going to be okay with us because we're just going to exercise that. We attack in. Our turn. Oh, even better. You know, we'll just temporary lockdown, I guess. Draw land, and we will pass the turn. Not too worried about the 3/2 or the 9 lives familiar. They don't have much to do with it right now. Another Glissa, however, is an issue. We just need one more card in exile, though, and we can deal with that. That'll work. They keep on saying your go. Yes, we are aware, opponent. Thank you. Alright. And let's attack in, get some life back. It is, no, in turn. Your go, opponent. Your go. Man. Alright, I'll stop. Give him the ghost shades. Yeah, we're sitting pretty over here. Tranquil, frillback, yes, sure, go for it. What do you want to do? We have so many choices to destroy. Alright, they go for the one temporary lockdown. That's going to undo our Ketramose's 7 in exile. But it will allow us to exercise that Broodheart engine. So we'll go ahead and do that, and that'll get us back on our game. We'll also go with a Parting Gust, and we'll gift you a Tap Fish. There you go. There's that. And we have an exercise for the Dredger's Insight. And then attack in, get our 4 damage in, gain some life, raise our speed. And Ashiok, another Glissa. Okay, well, we have a Perilous Snare for that. Alright, goodbye, Glissa. Alright, Anoint with Affliction on the Bloodghast. We find another Ashiok. Let's go ahead and get in for some damage. Gain our life. Max speed achieved. Put the counter on Ketramose. Put the counter on Ketramose. End the turn. Your go, opponent. Good lord. Will you concede? I would concede if I were you. We're about to win next turn. Unless you leave up both blockers. Actually, we've got it either way, I think. With a Restless Fortress, maybe? No. Ashiok will help, though. Are you salt roping us? Shades. Glissa, goodbye. Step will be our next opponent. I like the Kaido avatar. Yeah, we have a lot of removal here. And we're on the play. Don't mind if we do. Let's surveil. Phyrexian Obliterator, not the worst. Depends on what we're up against. Yeah, it is a Kaido deck after all. Alright. I think. I mean, I try not to, but I think we're going to go ahead and gift them a Tap Fish. What you got? Alright. Our turn. We're on 3. Let's go ahead and temporary lockdown. Get rid of the fish and the map token in case they get a Kaido in hand. That way they can't ninjutsu the fish. Oh, it's a Flood Pit's Drowner. Watch out. Well, they have the Kaido. It certainly seems like it. Yep, there it is. Well, we're about to mess up their day, aren't we? They'll get one hit in. And that is it. Alright. And while they're tapped down, let's go ahead and DN Kaido. And Nashi, nowhere to run. Flood Pit's Drowner. Kaido can go. Gix is Command, Gix, Fear of Ice. Okay, so pretty standard here aside from the Nashi. And goodbye, Kaidos. Alright, you go, Nashi, you go. Oh, well, let's go ahead and soul search our opponent. I mean, they could know where to run their own Nashi here. I think we'll get rid of... I mean, honestly, oh my goodness. I think we get rid of the nowhere to run. Alright, well, let's ride in that. And we're down to an Phyrexian Obliterator, which will be out of commission up against the Flood Pit's Drowner. Sunfall seems good. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, the good news is they don't have a way to bounce Flood Pit's Drowner back to hand, but they may wind up using that ability. Yep, you go. And they mill and get nothing for it. Yep, there goes the Obliterator. Still have Sunfall on top. You get no. That would cost 4. Now, I think we just passed the turn. I guess we must have shuffled away the Sunfall. I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, because they shuffled the Phyrexian Obliterator in our deck. That makes sense. Alright, Nashi number 3. And we draw another land. Cool. Well, let's make them play out the Flood Pit's Drowner, I guess. There you go. All the cards almost on the table. Now we really hope for a Sunfall. And I think we've got it if we can draw into it. Enduring Curiosity? Yeah. Should have expected that coming. Alright, they're up at max speed. We get to do... Oh, what? I got a Hopeless Nightmare? Okay. Alright. Well, let's Ghost Vacuum. And I guess that's all we have. That's unfortunate. It might be enough, though. Might be enough. 4, so we're taking 8. That's rough. That is rough. Oh, no. We're taking more than that. They can kill us with the Hopeless Nightmare. Do they see it? That's the question. Do they see it? They have to, right? They have to. And they're refilling their hand like crazy. Nowhere to run. Draw. There it is. Don't good game me. Don't good game me. Fino, you are our next opponent. Hopefully you're not as good at drawing cards as our last opponent. Well, we got something here. We'll see. At least we have a Ketramose this time. Alright, looks like we're dealing with a Roots deck. Oh man, okay. We don't want to show that. Maybe we'll get to it. We do have 4 lands in hand. Alright, temporary lockdown looking good here. Let's go white. Well, Soul Search, see if they have a Raise the Past in hand. No. You know, we'll take the Founding of the Third Path. They can have the Amelia. Wonderful. Alright, Gorehound into the pitch. Life Creed Duo into the pitch. They're really hoping for a... Alright, temporary lockdown. They're really hoping for a Raise the Past. Angel and Sanctifier go. Alright, well, we have a Ketramose. But unfortunately, no immediate way to exile anything. Starscape Cleric, gonna do some work. Cool. Alright, well, Ghost Vacuum, do your job, draw us a card that is good, please. Oh, no, not, you don't, you scoop to a 1-drop? Aw, aw. Alright, the mighty one, the Kanji Mighty. The Kanji is mighty. Yeah, we're on the play. We got turn 1, turn 2. I'll take it. They scoop to the Ghost Vacuum. They have a swamp, and we get Duress. Just guessing. Yep, there it is. Oh, it's too easy sometimes. They gotta take the Soul Search, right? Yep, there it is. Oh, we were lagging a little bit. Duress number 2, sure. I'm guessing they go after the end. No, rides in? Alright. We got a bat, Tiny Bones, alright. Sure. I mean, we don't have anything in our graveyard that they could play with Tiny Bones. It's got to be a non-land permanent. And we are very close to the end here. Another Duress. Hopeless Nightmare, okay. Sure. You know what? We'll get rid of the end. Alright, we would really like to see... what do we want to see? I don't know at this point. I guess a Perilous Snare works. Alright, get rid of Tiny Bones. Maybe now, we draw a land, that would be good. Before they make us discard Ashiok. Alright, well, let's go ahead and exile the end. Alright, that is not a land. Alright, get rid of rides in, and now our Ketramose is online. We did hit a land drop, that means we're good. Next turn for Ashiok, assuming they don't make us pitch it. We have 11 cards in exile already. Ashiok, gonna love that. I mean, that's fine, I guess. We can go ahead and exile Ketramose. Ashiok, do your thing. Let's go ahead and make some nightmare tokens. There's no waking from this nightmare. Alright, Surveil, you only have a green mana. How about that? I was wondering what was going on with the Mosswood Dread Knight. It all makes sense now. Okay. Well, let's exile. Take a look at the top two. Exile one of them and put the other into hand. Oh, you're going to cut down? Okay. Sure. We will exile this. And then what would we name here? What do we name? I think we have to name Sheoldred's Edict. Edict. They have Glissa, Phyrexian Obliterator, and a Bushwhack in hand. Okay. Sure. And we'll attack in. I mean, notably, they don't have enough mana yet to cast the Obliterator and the Bushwhack. There's a Glissa. And let's go ahead and exile our own Ancient Vendetta. Okay. I think we go with exile the top two. Okay. Let's exile the Bleachbone. And then I think we just passed the turn. Alright, there's the Obliterator. And then they're going to have it deal damage. So we're going to take 4, or we're going to have to sacrifice 4 permanents. I think the answer here. Well, what's under here? Our Ketramose. So we only have 1 creature? Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and exile the Perilous Snare, the Ghost Vacuum, and I believe the Ashiok. And let's call it a Basic Plains. Alright, and they will probably draw a card here. Very nice. Alright, it's our turn. Land and Sunfall. We even got a Perilous Snare on top of that. Oh, the Dread Knight comes out. Alright, well, let's Perilous Snare that. boot up the token we have here and get in for some damage. Oh, they got an answer? No? Okay. Well, that's fair. Alright, get your speed up then. Oh, doing some scrying. I like to see it. One to the top, one to the bottom. What did they keep on top? A caustic bronco, okay. Otherwise known as kill myself. Okay, well, let's go ahead and attack in. What do they say? No. Alright, max speed achieved. Ashiok. Let's go ahead and make a couple nightmare tokens. And we'll even put a counter on one of them. And what's it gonna be, opponent? What is it gonna be? We're gonna. They say we fight. We fight. Fight the nightmare. Alright, land. Let's plus. And what is with. This is the second time that we plussed and found 2 lands on top. Not exactly what we were hoping for. Alright, well, let's get in there. And I believe we might be hitting the turnaround here, where they're going to come back and get us. I thought we had turned the corner. No, we must bushwhack. Okay. Cool. Alright. We gotta get rid of 3 permanents. Well, let's go with Demolition Field, and I guess the plains, since we're so good at finding lands on the top. Oh, there we go again. Wonderful. Let's look at the top 2. That is a Parting Gust. We need that. Alright, well, let's give them a tap fish. There you go. Then we'll hit this guy with a +1/+1 counter. Attack in. And then that'll bring them down to 2. So they cannot possibly be thinking about just taking this, because then we can kill them with the land. They got a top deck here. Do they top deck an answer? It is a Hopeless Nightmare. We will gladly pitch a land that we've been so good at finding. Too good, in fact. We've been hit by 2 Phyrexian Obliterators, and we've been able to sacrifice lands both times. Alright, let's get the Ketramose down for flavor. There we go. Yes. 18 cards exiled when Ketramose comes into play. Wow. Alright. Alright. Kanji is our opponent. We get to go first. Yeah, we got some removal. We got a Ketramose, Sunfall. We'll take this. Another Sunfall on top. Sure. Duress. And it begins again. Once again. Opening hand duress. We got duress like 3 times last game, didn't we? Or nobody else the game before then. Yeah, what's it gonna be? Well, there goes the Sunfall. Good thing they don't know about the second Sunfall. That was on top. I'm glad we kept that on top. Blast Zone. Nowhere to run. What? I'm confused. Oh, Liliana. Why do you do the things you do? Sure. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play our Ghost Vacuum, and we'll soul search you. We want to search your soul. What you got going on over here? Well, we definitely will get rid of the Preacher of the Schism. We have answers for everything else, don't we? And we'll put a Ketramose on the Ghost Vacuum. We got a Blast Zone, our Ghost Vac. Duress, number 2, it never fails. Rogue's Passage, what is going on there? Alright, and now comes the Unholy Annex, which I don't know why they didn't take the exercise there. Sure. Alright, well, I mean, they're just going to keep on making us discard stuff. So, I guess we get rid of Sunfall. And hopefully we draw into an Ashiok and a couple more lands. Preacher of the Schism, number 2. Alright, we just love playing against discard. So much fun. So much fun. And we got the end in hand, and we cannot play it to get rid of Liliana. Alright then. I'm just going to go ahead and call this one because, oh man, this is rough. Alright then. Well, let's go ahead and just get rid of the Blast Zone. And see if we can find a land. What a jip. Shuffler, you are being so cruel. So cruel to us, Shuffler. Deep Cavern Bat. Wonderful. We are getting the business end here, aren't we? No breaks. Duress, Liliana, Deep Cavern Bat, 2 Preacher of the Schisms. Now let's get rid of a Duress, I guess. Yeah, go for it. The card draw for you. And we still can't find a land. Well, maybe one day. I mean, they're going to ultimate Liliana before we get to do anything. Wonderful. They're on 5 lands, we're on 3, and they've missed a few land drops. Oh my goodness. Alright then. Well, that's game. We really wanted to stick it out, but we can't hit lands to save our life, and Liliana's about to ultimate. So, there you go. Alright, let's do it. Standard, best of 1, Ranked Wednesday with our jank Ketramine deck, as we're calling it. In Fame, the Initiate. You're our opponent. This is better. This is much better. Alright, let's get the Restless Fortress in play, and maybe we'll surprise them with a Ghost Vacuum. Well, no, they're orders off themselves. How about that? Well, Ghost Vacuum. Ghost Vacuum. just in case. We got half the Ghostbusters here, at least their equipment. The Hellas Il Core. Okay, so we have another Raise the Pass deck. Well, let's go ahead and we'll do the Parting Gust on their turn. All right, we really want to see more lands, please, please, pretty please. All right, you can have a tap fish. Alright, double the Ghost Vax means we can get our opponent's graveyard and our own graveyard, or multiple cards in our graveyard. I think we go ahead and Kaya. And let's make a spirit creature with flying, yes. And then we'll Legions to Ashes on Zoraline next turn. Oh, you snarling gorehounds, you deep cavern bats. No, well, this is going to be a choice. Yeah, more bats. Why don't we always find these bat-loving people? Okay. Well, the question is, do they go for Kaya? They do, indeed. Well, I think we have to go with blocking Zoraline and just hope for the best. Okay, that's not exactly what we wanted to see. Not exactly. I mean, now if they attack in with the bat, at least we get the Legions to Ashes back. Could be worse. Alright, do your surveillance. Do they have the Raise the Past in hand? That's the question. Would really like to see a Soulsir. Okay. Second Deep Cavern Bat finds its way onto the battlefield. Wonderful. Alright, and they do drop Cure into the pitch. Don't mind that. Better than having it in hand. I'm guessing that means they already have what they need in hand, though. Okay, well, they don't have anything to pay for that. We once again block Zoraline because that's all we can do. Kaya is the only thing keeping us from taking damage now. Let's go ahead and get that Dewdrop Cure out of here and pray for a Sunfall. Alright, we need a Sunfall, please. You are not a Sunfall. Come on. Just come on. What is going on? I guess we surveil. Alright, Legions to Ashes will work. We can Legions to Ashes the Deep Cavern Bat. And that'll get us another Legions to Ashes back, which we can use on Zoraline. I imagine they attack full on Kaya here. I mean, we're still at 20, and they're only at 25. They haven't gained that much. Life Creed Duo, alright. The Raise the Pass not gonna do much for them because we're exiling everything. Yeah, they're putting it in the pits now themselves. You know, nope. That's what we say to that. Nope. Alright, let's see if they remember the Restless Fortress. Just flyers, huh? Alright then. We can't block that. Goodbye, Kaya. Sorry, we tried. We tried to save you. But once again, the Shuffler just giving us a bunch of lands when we needed anything else. That's about to change, though. I think we're about to turn this around. Because we're going to Legions to Ashes the Deep Cavern Bat. And then we're going to Legions to Ashes the Deep Cavern Bat. And then we're going to exile Archaea. And we'll save the next one for whatever they choose to discard. Another... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the hell? What the hell? How? How are they so good at drawing Deep Cavern Bats? Wow, okay. I just don't know what to say about that. We had to spend 6 mana to get rid of 2 Deep Cavern Bats to get our stuff back, and then they draw another one. Whatever. Okay, we need a Sunfall. We need a Sunfall. We don't have any creatures under this thing. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, 3, 4, 5 in the air. Let's see if they make a mistake and attack in with their ground guys here. Bring it. Come on, opponent. Alright. Nope, not happening. Alright, we need a Sunfall. We desperately need a Sunfall. Down to 7, our opponent at 41. That's not it. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me right now. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got one more turn. We have one more turn. We're at 43. Alright, we need to top deck a Sunfall. That is the only thing that can save us. Okay. Down to... You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. What do I gotta do to find something other than a Ghost Vacuum? Palandri, we are our opponent. Please don't be playing stupid bats. Alright, well, we'll try it again with this. We got Ghost Vacuum into Soul Search and a temporary lockdown. Should be able to handle aggro and graveyard hate. And Shiok, you know, could come in handy if we get 2 more mana. The way things are going. We started out so good. We started out so well. And the last couple of matches, not great. Not because the matchups were bad. Our draws have been terrible. Absolutely abysmal. And our opponent's draws have been absolutely outstanding. Alright, green-white. Fair enough. Let's see what's going on in their hand. Do a little soul searching. Oh my. Oh well. I think we go ahead and take their card draw engine. Hey, we got another soul search. I think that means we take care of the temporary lockdown. No, no, nope, nope. Yeah, temporary lockdown. That's fine. And we'll do a ghost vacuum. And get your ancient cornucopia on then. And we'll exile our own soul searches to get our exile count going. And again, we find another ghost vacuum. Cool. I'm sure we'll draw something other than a ghost vacuum next turn. Shuffler. Looking at you. Alright, well, we definitely demo field the Mirrix. Are they going to gain the life or not? I don't think they're going to cast another spell this turn. This may be a mistake if they have Leyline Binding in hand. But we need a second white. They grab a green, though. Interesting. Alright, well, let's exile the Mirrix. We'll exile our own demolition field. We draw an irrelevant temporary lockdown. God. What is going on? Double soul search, double ghost vacuum, double temporary lockdown. Wunderbar. Wunderbar. Alright, well, let's get our other soul search. I don't know what's going on here today. Shuffler has been doing us very, very dirty, and now we don't even have a fourth black mana for that. Okay, I am over this right now, but let's try again. Reset. Tony Block. And we'll see what you got. Alright, well, we have lots of removal. There is that, and we have double tapped lands. And they're on a Kaido bounce. Wonderful. Yeah, we'll do that. At least we have a third land. Oh, Pixie bounce, okay. Alright, well, since they went through the trouble of putting that back into their hand for us, well, let's go ahead and get the that guy out. There we go. Do they have a third land? No. Alright, good. No Kaido. Not yet. Alright, Restless Fortress, and then Soul Search, and get rid of, I guess, the Kaido. And if we can get one more land, then we can hit the Pixie with the End, or the Fear of Isolation. There we go. There we go. Bring it out. Come on, land. Come on, land. Oh my goodness. Okay then. Well, let's exile that. Ghost Vacuum. And pass the turn. Well, why would we expect Shuffler to start cooperating now? Come on, all we want is one more land. Just one. Sure. We'll get rid of the Parting Gust. And at least that'll count for our exile count should we ever draw into a Ketramose. But now we need 2 more lands. Oh my goodness. And this is Ward 2. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let's get rid of the Otter. And now we have to have an untapped land next turn or we're dead. Optimistic Scavenger, very nice. Nowhere to run on nothing, very nice. Alright, we're down to 1. It all comes down to this. Can we draw? You've got to be kidding me. God. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We have the cards, we have the answers, we just cannot draw them, or we draw nothing but lands, or when we need lands, we draw nothing but tapped lands, despite having a bunch of verges. Alright, once again, all removal. And we're on the draw. With a handful of lands and removal. So surely that means we will draw into something good, right? Right? Alright, Gruel Mice. This could be bad. Emberheart Challenger. There's our temporary lockdown. Alright then. I guess we know what we're doing. Innkeeper's Talent, you say? Oh well. No, you could have a tap fish. No card advantage for you. Here's our fish. Here's my temporary lockdown. Alright, a second Innkeeper's Talent. Very nice. Alright, tapped lands are aplenty. And another land on top. I guess we need it for the Phyrexian Obliterator if we want to cast it next turn. And that should completely shut them down, I believe. Alright, it has Ward 1. We can pay that? Yes, we can pay the ward. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, Shuffler, for finally cooperating with our game plan. Well, that should be game. If they don't scoop here, I don't know what's going to make them scoop. Sure, Lightning Strike, Monastery Swift Spear, Questing Druid, all looks good to me. We'll see if we can draw this out a little bit longer and maybe get the win in. Alright, Swift Spear out. I mean, the bad news is they're probably going to sacrifice lands. They don't need that many. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, we have the mana. So let's go ahead and I think we get rid of the Questing Druid. Pay the ward. The end for you. Screaming Nemesis in hand. Bolt lightning. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Graveyard. Nope. Okay. And no attacks. You gotta bring out that Nemesis. Well, we don't plan on gaining much life anyway. Not unless we can find a Ketramose, which we have not been very good at. Oh, the mouse. It's the House of Mouse. And we still have lands in hand somehow. Feels bad. Are you kidding me, Shuffler? Are you kidding me right now? How do we have played a land every turn and we still have 2 lands in hand. Last game we couldn't find lands to save our life. But now it's like, you want all these, right? You want all these. Alright, Screaming Nemesis, come on in. Sure, why not? Hired Claw, yep. Well, at least we can boot up the Restless Fortress. Yeah, go for it. Sure. All right. So I want to say, okay, they're just gonna sit back. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me. How? How? How have we drawn another land? What is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards. 11 out of 14 cards have been lands. 11 out of 14 cards have been lands. That is very, very unlikely. Alright, Sunfall. No? Okay, well, Ketramose will work, I guess. I guess that's what we're doing now. Then, yeah, that means we cannot block the Screaming Nemesis. They'll more than likely just use the bolt on the Nemesis themselves. And that way, that'll keep us from gaining life. Alright, we still need a Sunfall. That's the only way we're going to deal with this. Unless they make a mistake. Ember Heart Challenger, sure. Alright, I imagine they go for the... Oh, they're going to go for card draw. See, I just would have gone on the Screaming Nemesis. Alright, we still need a Sunfall. Sure. This is the weirdest mono-red match I've been up against in a long time. This is a very strange match. And we find another land. Are you... This is absolutely insane. This is insane. Alright. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. At least we have an answer on top for the Screaming Nemesis. They burst lightning us. They did not use it on the Screaming Nemesis. They may regret that. Maybe. I think their math checks out though. I think we're dead. Yeah, all they got to do is give everything give their mouse double strike. Let's see what they got. Did they draw into a burn? They did not draw into a burn spell. Alright, well, we stopped drawing lands. That's something. That is something. We finally stopped drawing lands. After 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cards. We have out of 17, 18 cards seen. Alright then. I think we're dead. I think we're dead because we drew nothing but lands. Alright. Let's see what they do here. Alright, they're coming in with a Screaming Nemesis, a couple of 5/5s, a 3/4, and a 6/7 double strike. Alright, I think they're going to regret not playing that Burst Lightning on the Screaming Nemesis. But then again, we may be dead anyway. So let's get rid of the Screaming Nemesis first and foremost. Alright, we will boot up the Restless Fortress and begin to block. We go there. It has Trample though. Oh my goodness, that's not going to work. Alright, well, it does have First Strike though. So we go there, we block there, we block there, and I'm not sure about my math, but I think we're probably dead. Alright, down to 5. They have to sacrifice 6 non-land, or 6 permanents. I guess they're picking lands. Land, yeah. This is absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. The amount of lands that we drew that game. We're doing it again. I don't even care. We were supposed to stop 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna go again. I said we're not leaving until we win another game. And we keep on getting screwed over and over and over again. By the shuffler, not our opponent. Alright, well, we have something here. We'll see if it's any good. Looks like bats. Blue-white bats. I don't understand. Well, let's see what's going on here. Soul Search you. It is Erase the Past. Let's get rid of that. Nope. Okay, we won. That easy. That easy. Alright. I can breathe a little bit better now. Thank you for sticking with that painful run. I mean, absolutely insane. We started out the hour so well. We were kicking butt. And then the last half of the hour, absolutely just terrorized by no land draws or all land draws. It was one or the other every single time. Or our opponent would get multiple Deep Cavern bats or 3 or 4 duresses off the top. Yes. Welcome to life in the arena, kids. We do not make it look easy. We don't cherry pick our games. We show you the struggle that everyday people will go through playing this game. And when we triumph, it is a true celebration because you know how difficult it is. So thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, hit the like, the subscribe, the follow, all that good stuff. We will be back tomorrow with our Achievement Hunters Lodge episode, going after some fresh achievements and going over the ones we've gotten, talking about strategy, talking about deck building for a purpose, not just to play, not just to have fun like normal, but purpose-built deck building. It's an adventure, especially when you're building around an achievement and not necessarily to win. So please join us. Check us out on YouTube at Average Zen. And as always, love one another. Be cool. Don't be a jerk. have fun playing Magic the Gathering. We'll see you tomorrow, I hope.